Okay, fourth grade. I promised that I would do a video about uh, the problems that we started in class today. So I know we went over problems A, B, C, D in both groups. So I'm going to start with E, and we're just doing the algorithm. We're not doing the models, but we are just going to do the algorithm. It's just practice at dividing 3 digits by 1 digit. So just like we did in class, and we'll start with E, which is 245 divided by E. Remember, when we divide using the algorithm, there's 3 parts. We divide, multiply, subtract, repeat. Divide, multiply, subtract. So 245 divided by 5, 5 is the divisor. Can I say 2 divided by 5? No, because the 2 is smaller. So I'm going to group these two together. Now I realize this is 24 tens. It's really 240 if I'm looking at that. But I will probably say 24. And I need to know how many groups of 5 can I fit inside 24? Well, I know that 5 times 4 equals 20. 5 times 5 equals 25. 24 is what I'm looking at, so I cannot use that one. So I know I can do 4 groups or create 4 groups of 5 in 24. That would be 20. I divide it. I'm going to multiply 4 times 5 equals 20. I'm going to put a 0 here to hold the space or to really bring home that it's a 10. It's a 10, not a 1. I'm going to subtract. 5 minus 0 is 5. 4 minus 0 is 4. Now I have a new question. What is 45 divided by 5? Well, I know my 5, so I know if I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, I know it's 9. 9 times 5 equals 45. Divide, multiply, subtract. So I know that 245 divided by 5 is 49. In other words, if I had $245 and I'm going to split it evenly between 5 people, each gets 49. Each gets $49. The next question, 196 divided by 2. Can I say 1 divided by 2? No. So I'm going to look at these two together. 19. 19 divided by 2. Well, how many groups of 2 can fit inside 19? Well, I know that 2 times 10 equals 20. That's too much. So I'm going to go to 2 times 9. That equals 18. That's the one I need. I'm putting it above the 9 because I cannot use this 1 by itself. So I had to group that 1 with the 9 to look at 19 together. 9 times 2 is 18. I put the 1 under the 1 and the 8 under the 9. I will fill in the space with a 0. 6, 9 minus 8 is 1. Now I have a new question. What is 16 divided by 2? Well, I know it's 8. 8 times 2 equals 16. 0. Now, we did discuss that we will not have remainders in these problems, so we know that we need to get to 0. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, a little easier to see. Number G, or problem G, I should say, I'm going to ask 1 divided by 3. Is that a thing? No. 17 divided by 3. Yes. I know my number facts. I know that 5 times 3 is 15. I cannot use 6 because that would be 18, and that's too much. 0, subtract. Divide, multiply, subtract. Now I have a new question. What is 24 divided by 3? Well, if I can skip count by 3 all the way up to 24, because 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 7, 21. 3 times 8 is 24. And that's what I need. So I will say 8. 8 times 3 equals 24. Subtract. I get a 0. Okay, my divisor is 5. So I know I'm going to be skip counting by 5s. Can I say 4 divided by 5? No. So I'm going to group these two together. 49 divided by 5. Yes, I can do that. I know that 5 times 10 is 50. And I don't need, that's too much. I can't have anything more than 49. So I know that if I use 9, that will work. 9 times 5 is 45. Put a 0 there. We'll subtract. 5 minus 0 equals 5. 9 minus 5 equals 4. There's nothing there. Okay, now my new question is, what is 45 divided by 5? I just did that right in here. So I know the answer is 9. 9 times 5 equals 45. I'm going to subtract. I got a 0. For I, my divisor is 6. I'll be skip counting by 6. I cannot say 3 divided by 6, so I'm going to look at 32. If I know my number facts, I know that 6 times 5 is 30. I'll put it right here. 6 times 5 is 30. That's something I know. I'll start with what I know. And then I'll go up 1. 6 times 6, 36. I can't use that because it's 36 and I can't go past 32. So I'll be using 5. 5, so I divided. 32 divided by 6, 5 is as close as I can get. I multiply. 5 times 6 equals 30. Then I'll add the 0. I'll subtract. 4 minus 0, 4. 2 minus 0, 2. All right, I know that 6 times 5 is 30. So I'm going backwards. 6 times 4, well, 30 less than 30, or 6 less than 30 is 24. So I know that 6 times 4 is 24, and that's exactly what I need. 4 times 6 equals 24. Okay, so on your homework, it's the same kind of problems, just different ones. Just remember the steps. Look at the first digit. Can I divide that into the divisor? If no, you have to look at these two as one group. And then you say, okay, can these two together be divided by the divisor? And then you work it out that way. Remember, you divide, multiply, subtract. Then you keep doing that until you have a 0. In this case, a 0. All right, I hope this helped.